Actor Matt Damon left US forever over Trump, gets priceless surprise after landing, no turning back. Actor Matt Damon was one of the many celebrities who promised to renounce their US citizenship and leave the country should Donald Trump become our president. It's now been a year with him in the White House and not a single star who said they would leave has done so. However, with no signs of Trump leaving his post anytime before the end of his first term and perhaps even his second, Damon has finally decided it's time to leave the United States for a place he thought would be better. The anti-Trump actor packed up his life, his family, and his wife and announced they're out of here since Trump hasn't gone anywhere, which quickly blew up in his face. It seems that the gun control debate was the final straw for Damon. Let's also remember that Damon is notoriously for abolishing the Second Amendment despite making millions off his role as an assassin in the Jason Bourne movies, which had more gun activity than almost any other film of our time. Evidently, guns are only good for making millions and not for Americans to protect themselves against criminal villains who Bourne fought off in his films with a massive cache of firearms. We're happy to see that Damon decided to be honest about his threat to leave the country. He announced he's going down under to the land of Australia where the ultra-rich celebrity can feel free from the oppressed life he thought he had here. It's one down and several hundred to go who may have followed his lead had it not backfired in his smug face. Darn. The 47-year-old actor found a safe space in Australia next door to other liberal actors with piss-poor attitudes about our president. They can all commiserate together and have nightly come-bys with the kangaroos. Page 6 reported that Damon's newly purchased property is in Byron Bay, New South Wales, and happens to be down the street from a place owned by Miley Cyrus man Chris Hemsworth. Damon and Hemsworth are brothers after having recently appeared in Thor: Ragnarok together. We can only hope George Clooney is next in the neighborhood along with many others that would make America great again by them not living here. When Damon came out with his plans to hightail it out of here, the activist actor told all of his friends and colleagues in Hollywood that it was because he completely disagrees with Trump's politics. He acts like the president's decisions have somehow had a negative impact on his life. All that extra money he now saves on taxes must be really difficult to deal with, along with the fact that his fans have a little extra cash now in their pockets to afford seeing his movies. Damon also made it clear that his move will have no impact on his work, so no need to worry. He'll still travel to America or anywhere else he called to, in order to make his movies and money off the citizens here in our country. So much double standard, such little time. However, people seem to see that and are showing that Damon can have it both ways, which is why he's feeling the burn of the backfire right about now. Speaking from his pretentious perch about safety, the lack of it in America, and that his 4 kids deserve a better upbringing that can't happen here, went over with his fans like a lead balloon. This elitist is in no place to preach about no feeling safe when his drones on about this. He and his family are currently protected by armed individuals afforded to them by box office hits featuring a lot of firearms, shooting, and killing people. Recognizing all of this irony, fans and fellow Americans didn't give Damon the positive affirmation of his decision he had hoped for. He could have quietly moved and started his new life in Australia without anyone realizing he wasn't here anymore or caring that he left. He only made a public announcement like this for attention and as a form of protest and activism. People are over it and his overinflated ego on the matter. Americans are not disillusioned anymore by celebrities who feel that whatever they say is the gospel and just blindly believe it. Anyone can look around and realize things actually are better with Trump in office, who kept his campaign promises and made major improvements that all are benefiting from. Whether they admit it or not, they recognize it, and this tired argument from celebrities coming out against him is only a desperate public relations move for attention and to make themselves relevant again.